As a man, you need action in your life. But understand, action doesn't mean staying super busy. We can do that all the time. Action also doesn't mean you're chasing lots of women, although a lot of guys think that. Action doesn't mean that you dominate your online gaming or make $1 million. You see, those are things that we do in our life, but they're not the main point of what action is. You see, action in your life is the everyday little things. Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Don't forget to click the subscribe button so you won't miss a video. Now, my favorite World War II general is General George Patton. He was a man who understood war and what it was all about. He wasn't perfect, but he did know about war. And he understood what it takes to win. And he had a saying that I think kind of fits where we're at today as men when it comes to action. He says, war is the only place where a man lives. Have you ever felt like life is a war? It really is. But that's really what we do as men. We thrive when there's a lot of action, when things are happening, because we need action in our life. And we're going to talk about some of the aspects of action that help us be better as men. Now, life is not about just surviving. It's about action. And we need action as men. You see, life is an action sport. But too many men think that action is stuff that gets their adrenaline going. You know, if I'm jumping out of airplanes, that's what action is. And that's really false. You see, action is the everyday focus of your life. You see, giving your best in the grind every single day, that's how you fight the war of your life. That's how you take action. You see, George Patton understood this, and he sought to help his men by understanding what action is in their life. You see, war is a mixture of intense moments of battle and fear, and your adrenaline is pumping. That's part of life. But then there's also the tedious boredom. You see, war is not like the movies. And too many men today think that their life should be like a movie. What Patton did is help his men focus on the small details of action. You see, and that's where you win too as a man. You see, he had them focus on things like their appearance. The reason that was such a big deal to him was not so much he cared about what they looked like. It was if they took care of their appearance, they took care of the other details in their life. Navy SEALs make sure to make their bed every morning. You see, it's just a little thing that makes a big difference in what they do. And in your life, gentlemen, it's the small things that make the biggest difference. How you handle a relationship has to do with the small connections you make every day. If you're married and have kids, how you connect with them every day is how you really take action in your life. When you have a job, it's those little things, the following through on your word, the scheduling things, the making sure things get done when you say they'll get done. You see, those are the little things that make the biggest difference. And Patton was very focused on the small stuff. And that's how we should be as men. We need to make sure to focus on the small things in our life. That's the key to action. It's not just the big things. It's the little daily decisions every day. Patton made sure his soldiers got things like good food. He wanted good food for his soldiers because he understood they need that to fight. He also understood clean socks. He wanted his men to take care of their feet because if they couldn't walk, they couldn't fight. Patton used to preach washing your feet to his men because he understood that if they couldn't take care of their feet, they're not going to really show up every day. And in our life as men, it's the same thing. It's the everyday routine stuff where we win our battles. It's not the big moments, it's the little moments behind the scenes. The little actions that nobody sees. You see, if you want to be a man of action, you've got to start with the little things. And you may ask, well, where can we start? Well, just start with something small. Pick one thing, pick another thing, and start there. I know a guy who wanted to start exercising. And so what he would do is the night before, he would set all his clothes out. So when he got up, his clothes were waiting for him. He didn't have to think about it. He didn't have to make the decision. The clothes were already there. You see, and what he was doing was he was doing the little thing to take care of the action. And that's what you need to do, gentlemen. Start working on those little things, and the big actions will take care of themselves. One of the ways you can take action in your life every day is to keep learning. We want to help you do that. That's why we have the Confident Man podcast. It's a podcast you can find on any platform that'll help you live your life every day. Now, there's a famous saying, how do you eat an elephant? Now, I don't know why you would want to eat an elephant, but if you did, how would you do it? The saying says, one bite at a time. You see, guys, your action isn't the big moments in life. It's not the jumping out of the airplane or winning the battle. It's the little daily decisions. It's the little things you do every day. When those compound up, when those build, that's when you take serious action in your life. And that's when your action will have the most meaning. So start today looking at the little things, how you can fix those, and your action will follow.